Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The second match of the evening featuring the Phoenix Ascension in the second leg of a back-to-back. They just finished an incredible comeback victory in 5 sets over SoCal's team Rukkus. And about 30 minutes later, here we are. They're having to turn it around quickly and play another VLA Tier 2 squad, Team IX, or Irvine Xtreme, also from Southern California. A new team also featured in VLA Tier 2 that we are very excited about. I'm Rob St. Clair. Thanks again for joining us live on the VLA YouTube channel. We are very excited for the second and final match from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Just incredible that we get to be here tonight in this phenomenal venue, normally the home of the Arizona Cardinals of the NFL. But tonight hosting the VLA and all weekend hosting the legendary Volleyball Festival. Question in the YouTube chat, what am I expecting out of this second match? Is Ascension running the same lineup? It might be fatigued. Great question. Let's see. Let's look over there right now and see who they're lining up with. I see Joe Kawiakamoa. He's going back at it again after a very impressive performance in the first match. I think the middles will still be Mark Olson and Taylor Harrington. But a middle blocker turned opposite this match, and that's number 9 in black, Connor Doherty, who I've actually even seen play outside hitter before. So he's very capable, very versatile. It's number 9 in black, giving Brian Lewis a little bit of a break. The other outside hitter, number 5 in black, Sam Haggard out of Arizona State. And then at libero, number 6 in the off-colored purple jersey, CJ Suarez, along with setter BJ Hiapa out of BYU. So a little bit of a different look for Ascension this match, and we are underway. Free ball right away from Team Irvine Xtreme. Where does Hiapa go with this one? Harrington, a really nice block touch that time. Tapped over by Aaron DuPont. First look of Doherty on the right side, and the new look opposite. Number 9 in black, Connor Doherty, puts that one away, sharp cross court. So lots of players to talk about for Team Irvine Xtreme. Team IX in white on the near side of your screen. First and foremost, number 8, Puna Kaniho, setter out of Grand Canyon University, had a very, very good college career. Oh, what a block that is by Taylor Harrington. And that's Jor-El Thompson, number 4 in white, the middle blocker out of Long Beach City College in Southern California, who was rejected one-on-one that time by Harrington, number 42 in black. Another good float serve. Perfect pass by Keone Coronado. That's Thompson again. Dug by Suarez off the block touch. Haggard, a really nice high swing over the hands of number 11 in white, Andrew Pearson. Deflected just barely out of play. And a nice quick start for the Ascension here. 3-0. Not slowing down after their 5-set win over Rukkus in comeback fashion in the first match of the evening. Amazing match. They went down 0-2, both first 2 sets, 25-23 losses to win the entire match, 3 sets to 2. Nice roll shot by Pearson off an excellent delivery against the flow by Kaniho. And first point of the VLA season for Team IX out of Tier 2. We talked a little bit about how Tier 2 works in the first match that featured Rukkus, also a Tier 2 squad out of SoCal, so we'll get to that more when we get a break in the action. But Andrew Pearson here, number 11 in white, a 6'4" outside hitter out of Huntington Beach. Another Long Beach City College guy. Hiapa to Haggard on the right side. Nicely cut down the line. Out of the reach of libero, Kevin Liu, number 1 in Navy. Service there that time by Sam Haggard. A very capable third outside hitter in the depth chart for Phoenix. And into the match, number 10, Keaton Berry, another Grand Canyon product, 6'5", number 10 in white in the middle. Harrington straight down out of rotation too, and that's an outstanding swing. Coming from his right sideline, cutting that ball back to his right. Not an easy shot for a middle blocker to hit. And that was a no-doubter. Beautiful piece of offense that time from Phoenix. Perfect pass by Liu. Berry crossbody returning the favor out of the middle for Team Irvine Xtreme. And we've seen Kaniho, the setter for Team IX, already go to both middle blockers Berry and Thompson in system as prominent options in the IX offense. Excellent pass that time by Kawiakamoa and hit out of bounds that time by Mark Olson. Oh, but a touch actually admitted to honorably by Keaton Berry. Very surprised about that call. I thought that ball was just kind of sailed out of bounds. So 6-3, the early on Ascension lead here in set number 1. We played best 3 out of 5 sets to 25 points. You must win by 2, of course. Good float serve that time by Doherty. Set by Kaniho to Coronado on the left side. High over the hands, dug by Suarez. This is Kawiakamoa out of system. No block up this time. And a diving DuPont can't quite make the defensive play. It's a play the Team IX has got to make on that no block look. The defenders have got to be ready for that play. Nice little family connection here on the Phoenix Ascension side. Setter BJ Hiapo and outside hitter Joe Kawiakamoa are cousins. Hiapo a little bit older than Kawiakamoa, but both former collegiate teammates at BYU. Good pass by Liu again. Coronado over the top of the block. Is there a touch that time? No, not quite. Missed long. It's a nice high contact point by number 3 in white, Keone Coronado, Phoenix native out of Graceland University. Doherty again. And that violation committed that time, I believe it was by Kaniho. Yes, it was, and a very quick start for the Phoenix Ascension, up 9-3. Looking to go perfect on the day before they play 2 more matches tomorrow. Both Rukkus and Team IX will play 3 matches tomorrow, so a lot more volleyball coming your way this weekend. That's a really good set that time by Kaniho. Smartly reused into the block by Coronado, who will get the set ball again. Excellent shot that time, taking advantage of the slight size mismatch between himself and BJ Hiapo. Rolls it over the top of the block and down. And Coronado going to be a big option in the offense for Team IX all weekend long. Perfect hand pass by Haggard. Oh, barely beats the block. Olsen that time through the hands of Andrew Pearson, who both him and Barry were not fooled by the unconventional approach path of Mark Olsen. We've seen him get on the highlight reel for that before, where he kind of runs along the net, fooling blockers and getting wide open wrist away bounce opportunities, but that time was just a very casual kill through the hands. Oh, good play that time by Kaniho, the front row setter, off a little bit of a tight pass. Squaring his shoulders and throwing that thing down with 2 hands. Kaniho in the front row in that rotation, well within his rights to take the offense into his own hands in the second contact. And here's Barry, another Grand Canyon guy from the service line. Olsen, nice block touch by Thompson, kept alive by Coronado. Excellent set that time, rolled down the line by... Oh, what a block that is. Couldn't even get the words in as Pearson made that defensive play. But a straight down stuff block that time by Puna Kaniho with Jorel Thompson there as well. And Team Irvine Xtreme kind of finding their footing here early on in set number 1. They trail by 4, but a lot more volleyball left to play. Barry once again. Good float serve, and right on cue, that's going to be an ace. That thing was nasty. That thing was knuckling the whole way across the net. You could read that Mikasa the entire way away from your screen. And Barry with the ace against Sam Haggard. That's where he goes again. This time a beautiful pass by CJ Suarez. Connection not quite there. Free ball sent over. IX has got to have this. Another setter dump that time by Kaniho. What a brilliant play that is. Wow. From the floor, just a reverse set over his head. And Suarez a little bit late to make the read. Man, Puna Kaniho all over the place so far, scoring points and blocking as the setter for Team Irvine Xtreme. Another good float serve by Barry, but an even better pass by Suarez. That time, unfortunately, a net violation by the block of Team IX negates a dig by Barry. But Irvine right back into this match. Phoenix up 11, serving 8 now. With Olsen back to serve. You saw him do some damage early on in the first match, but he started to get serving substituted out as the match got closer down the stretch. But we know he's got this dangerous little hybrid that he hits with that hooking spin. That time a really good pass by Coronado. Pearson, high flat into the hands. Can Haggard run this down? No, not quite. And another kill for number 11 in white, Andrew Pearson, who's looking really athletic out there. I think this team, a big strength of theirs for Irvine Xtreme is going to be youth and explosiveness. Seeing a lot of springy legs from both Pearson and Coronado so far. Plus Kaniho, not a bad athlete himself by any means. Harrington is rejected that time by Jorel Thompson. Nice late read, taking away the crossbody swing. We've got a game here, ladies and gentlemen. 10 serving 11, Irvine Xtreme. Like I said, really finding their footing in this match. Kaniho with a really good float serve, working on Haggard's hands and dumped to the floor by BJ Hiapo. Brilliantly done. Another instance of the front row setter taking the offense into his own hands. Rotation 1 here received with the lefty Aaron DuPont. Wow, what a confusing play that time. I think Pearson slipped as he went to go past that ball. Ball barely came up off the floor. Nice smartly located serve by BJ Hiapo for the Ascension. Working on that front row outside hitter, passing and hitting in right front in this rotation only. It's exactly where he goes again, working on Pearson's hands. This is all the way across to the lefty Aaron DuPont. Rolled over the top, Kawayakamoa barely keeps it alive. Not great contact there on the ball handling, but the block pulls its hands away. Haggard able to send it over for the kill outside of the reach of Keone Coronado. Lead back up to 4 here for Phoenix, 14-10. Hiapo continuing to serve. That time going for the same short serve to the front row outside hitter, kind of in position 2, but misses a little bit too short that time, and Irvine's off the hook. Good float serve by Pearson. Haggard on the right side, into the hands of Keone Coronado and out of play. Nice quick offense that time. A little bit of a low pass by Kawayakamoa, but dished out with tempo by BJ Hiapo. Haggard with a jump spinner working down the line. Coronado barely keeps it alive. Lou, a little bit of an ambitious set to DuPont. Did that ball go inside the antenna? Yes. Kawayakamoa, what a smart tip down the line. A beautiful read by number 8 in black. Playing his second match in a row, impressed with the freshness of his legs at age 31. Of course, Kawayakamoa, the former setter. Jumping at the outside hitter position means something a little bit different to Joe than it does for the average 31-year-old pin hitter, that's for sure. DuPont into, I believe, the face of Taylor Harrington. Wow, what a blast that was by number 7 in white, Aaron DuPont. 6'1" opposite, right off the top of Harrington's head. DuPont from Honolulu, Hawaii, and Hope International University in the NAIA. Good look at Jorel Thompson from the service line here. See who he goes after. See if it's Haggard down the line. No, Kawayakamoa is short. Ooh, just a little bit too short. Good looking serve, though. Harrington again, and he has just not served so well this tournament. Well so far, I should say. Got to figure out a way to at least put the ball in play. And here's Aaron DuPont once again, left-handed float server. Tough pass by Mark Olson. This will be Connor Doherty way out of sorts outside the antenna on the right side and unable to keep that ball inside the antenna. So a nice serve by Aaron DuPont, forcing the middle blocker Mark Olson to take that ball and serve receive as we quickly fix the alignment of our antenna here. Connor Doherty on the right pin here, like we talked about. Well, that will be a storyline to follow for the Ascension. We know he's capable of hitting the ball in system on that right pin, as he's used to being a middle blocker. But the out of system will be the question. Nice cover by Suarez. Kaniho to Coronado on the left side. Nice high swing off the fingertips, but run down by Haggard in the back row. Kawayakamoa against no block. Beautiful play by Lou to keep it alive. Barry tipped into the block, but kept alive by Kaniho. Rolled down the line by Coronado. Doherty threw a seam in the block on the right side, and that's a nice answer to my question about out-of-system attacking right away. Doherty right on cue, extends the Ascension lead once again to 4, 18-14. And he goes back to the service line where he has maybe the best and most dangerous float serve you're going to see all weekend. I love Connor Doherty's action from the service line. Working on the hands that time. Coronado down the line, but just barely missed out of bounds. Ever so slightly overcut, but that was a very good offensive look for Team IX, and they're going to take advantage of those as the weekend goes along. Handled perfectly by Lou that time. Barry, what a dig by Suarez. One-handed set to Coronado, and again a hitting error down the line. What a dig that was by number 6 in purple. C.J. Suarez out of Cal State Northridge, Mission Hills, California. An electric libero if ever there was one. The guy is all over the place, and you saw him come in and put in some pretty nasty jump serves in the last match as a service substitute. Good pass that time by Pearson. Here's Coronado again. Can't quite reach that set as it gets a little too tight for him too quickly. And now the Ascension really flexing their dominance here. 21-14 the score here in set number 1. See if Team IX can fight back here for some momentum for the rest of this match. Another, look at that nasty float serve by Doherty. Oh, beautiful offense that time from Canijo to Barry, former college teammates, of course. The connection never truly goes away. And an excellent pass that time by Coronado. Nice job keeping himself engaged after a couple hitting errors. Good jump spin serve. A beautiful handle by Kawiakamoa! No way. Look at that offense. That 2-ball from the inside came out of nowhere. Completely fooled the Irvine block in beautiful fashion. And now a service of Jesus Itzagire, who played a phenomenal match at libero in the last match. Going to come in and serve for Kawiakamoa and maybe play the entire back row. I actually like that service, or I like the substitution to keep Kawiakamoa fresh. Itzagire cuts, sure! Short jump serve ace. Clips the tape and mesmerizes Irvine. (23-15) now. What was a pretty tight set maybe 10 points ago is now not close at all with Ascension on the doorstep here in set number 1. Another good rip by Jesus. Oh, nice play by Suarez to keep that ball barely alive, but this will be a free ball coming from Haggard. Pearson into the block, but a really nice cover. Pearson again, chopped down the line, picked up by Doherty. Where does Siapo go here? Haggard on the left side. And I think that's a stuff block by Barry. Yes, it is. Nice play by Irvine that time in several areas. That was a good swing by Pearson on the left side. High into the hands to be covered. And a nice kind of cagey outdoor-looking shot down the line, which we've seen from both Irvine outside hitters so far. Here's Barry. Had an ace already in this match, working on Haggard again. Crushed down the line. What a dig by DuPont. Olsen over the top of the block and just inside the end line. That is very, very difficult to stop. And number 14 in black sends himself to the service line on set point. 8 of them. 24-16 for the Phoenix Ascension. Really nice serve. Generates the overpass from Pearson. Where does Siapo go here? Dump. That's off the head of Thompson. This ball's still alive. Siapo again. Misconnection here. Irvine's got to have this point. Thompson out of the middle of the 31. Barely kept alive by Harrington on the free ball. Oh, and into the antenna that time by Pearson, and that's it. What a crazy point that was. And set number 1 ends with an emphatic Phoenix Ascension victory. They really pulled away there towards the end of set number 1. 25-16 the final score. And Irvine Xtreme really in their first match together, most of these pieces together as a team. Not a bad performance by any means, but they've got a lot of work to do, and they'll get a lot better as the weekend goes along. A lot more volleyball coming your way here, live from State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Stay with us. Question from my boy Giggs in the chat. Is tomorrow in the football stadium as well? No, it is not. It's actually in a gym kind of across on the other side of the Phoenix metro area. A more traditional volleyball gym where we'll have a lot more freedom to move around and make a bunch of content from a bunch of different camera angles. So cool opportunity for us this weekend to come in here to this incredible venue for one night and then have a lot more flexibility to move around and create some great content tomorrow. So really a win-win for the league on the weekend, but that's a good question. And also want to explain a little bit about VLA Tier 2. So we talked about it in the last match with Rukkus. Irvine Xtreme, another example of VLA Tier 2, a franchise that's been interested in joining the VLA. And a process by which we're going to start doing that's been developed by the board is this Tier 2, this two-division model where these Tier 2 squads who have shown some interest and shown some ability will get chances to play against other Tier 1 and Tier 2 teams throughout the regular season, and case by case will be evaluated for elevation to Tier 1 in seasons down the road. So it's a really great model for growth of the league and speaks to the interest that the VLA has generated in more teams wanting to play. Question, is this stadium open air? No, it's not. We can't quite see the ceiling, but no, it is close to the outside. I assume that in Arizona in August and September, the early part of the NFL season, it would be ridiculously hot in here. Who's the youngest on Team Irvine Xtreme? I actually don't have their ages in front of me, but I do know that Kevin Liu, their libero, is 19. He's a freshman in college at Cal Berkeley. So actually, I was talking to him at Ascension practice the other night. He has not even set foot on campus yet because college has been all remote during the COVID-19 pandemic. So Kevin Liu's college club volleyball career will have to wait until the fall in all likelihood. But a lot of these guys are very recent college grads. I'd say an average age of 23 or 24, which is a great sign for the bright young future of this team. And they're going to grow a lot in touches this weekend. Set number 2 coming your way. This is Puna Canijo, the setter for Team Irvine. Starting us off, and a really nice swing that time by Taylor Harrington, beats the block and falls on the Irvine side. Oh, and a lineup change here. Jesus Itzagire, number 1 in black for the Phoenix Ascension, playing in the front row at no more than 5'8". This is going to be fun to watch. One-handed set that time from Canijo, not quite good enough to be grabbed by Coronado, so a quick 2-0 start for the Phoenix Ascension. Nice conservative and locational jump serving by Sam Haggard, number 5 in black. 24-year-old outside hitter out of Arizona State. Ace serve by Haggard again, right on cue. Coronado a little late to make that passing move to his right. Ascension jumps out to a 3-0 lead. Brilliant pass that time by Pearson. Coronado into the block and just out of bounds. Was there a touch on Coronado on the way out? No, there was not. So a kill for number 3 in white in rotation 1. Just what Irvine needed that time. We will see here if Jesus Itzagire gets involved in the offense. Not something I expected to see from Phoenix. Really springy Jesus is, of course, out of Benedictine University, but just handicapped by his height, unfortunately. Service error that time. Harrington to the line, Olsen to the front row, Suarez to the bench momentarily. Good serve that time by Harrington. Perfect pass from Pearson. This is DuPont on the right side, down the line, and out of the reach of a diving Haggard. The Ascension block that time left a lot of space down the line, and that's a matchup that setter Puna Canijo is going to want to exploit if Itzagire continues to play in the blocking area of the game here. Doherty is rejected that time by Pearson, right in the face. Wow, what a move by number 11 in white, closing the door harshly, welcoming Connor Doherty back to Phoenix in violent fashion. Thompson again with the float serve, working on Haggard. Doherty again on the repeat set. Nice block touch by Pearson. This is DuPont on the right side. Did he get the touch? No, he did not. Maybe a little bit fearful of the Jesus Itzagire block that time, trying to go over the top. And now Doherty back to serve with a very dangerous floater. Rotation 3 receive here for Irvine. That's a good float serve right on cue. Oh, what a ball by Kaniho to Pearson, but he is rejected straight down by Mark Olson of the Phoenix Ascension. Big physical blocker is number 14 in black, Mark Olson out of Utah Valley University. An absolute mainstay of this Ascension squad. Just a little bit short on the float serve that time by Doherty. Hyapo to Itsagire! No way! What a swing by number 1 in black. That is a clean, beautiful looking kill by Jesus Itsagire. Threw a seam in the block and just inside the end line. That was beautiful. Nice delivery by Hyapo as well. Former libero at BYU, but set in JUCO and sets nowadays for the Phoenix Ascension. I love his hands. Ace serve, Jesus Itsagire! Not just a brilliant defender like we saw in the first match, but since liberos can't serve here in the VLA, Jesus enjoying the opportunity to uncork his jump serve here in the outside hitter position. 8-4 Phoenix here early on set number 2. Oh, tries to cut that one short, a little bit too short. I like the idea. This is Pearson from the end line, who I've been really impressed by so far in the early going. Goes after Haggard on the float serve. Perfect hand pass. Haggard, good roll shot. Kept alive by Kaniho briefly, but not for long. Nice off-speed choice by number 5 in black that time. Irvine has absolutely not been able to take Phoenix out of system so far, with the exception of an ace or two on the float serve of Keaton Berry in set 1. And now Olson with a 5-point lead. 4-point lead, excuse me. Looking to do some damage with the hybrid. Clips the tape, handled by Coronado. This is DuPont out of the back row. Lights up Olson in the chest down the line. That's a really nice swing by number 7 in white. We'll see if Mark Olson there has any lasting Mikasa marks on his chest where he got tagged by that ball. This is Barry, who we just talked about being a dangerous float server. Oh, outstanding set by Hyapo to Harrington. Did that catch the block on its way out? No, not quite. Just missed long. I really like the way that both Ascension setters, Zach Melcher and BG Hyapo, run the middle. They're really not afraid to create separation with that 31 and force it in there with some speed. And right on cue, there's the repeat to Harrington, who smokes that through a seam straight to the floor. Nice repeat delivery that time from Hyapo, and that's an element of a setter that some teams might see in scouting reports. If a setter tends to repeat, set his hitter again immediately after getting blocked or making an error. And that time a net violation committed, I believe, by Jorel Thompson of Irvine Xtreme. Of course, the great Loy Ball of Team Pineapple, who's on the board for the VLA, and who you'll see in action later on this season, a classically well-known repeat setter. Likes to repeat to guys all the time, and hitters love that. Right after they get blocked or make an error, they get an opportunity to make amends. Excellent set that time from Kaniho, generating the one-on-one. This is Doherty way out of system to send it back over. Kaniho dumped over. That's the second touch. Suarez has got to send this over. I think that'll be 4 contacts. Yes, it will. That first touch not considered a block, as the blockers reached back and tried to poke that one back up. That was contact number 1. There's a substitution in here, number 13 in white, Taylor Galliano, 6'5", opposite, out of Norco, California. Another Grand Canyon guy. He replaces Aaron DuPont to play the right side. Nice set that time by Hyapo, but a beautiful block touch by Coronado. Oh, Galliano, welcome to the match. Gets set out of system right away and barely unable to clear the tape that time. Haggard with a good jump serve, able to locate it in whatever seam he wants to target. That time works on Pearson. Good set that time by Kaniho. Coronado over the top of the block, dug by Haggard. This is Doherty in transition on the right side, and he puts it away cross court. Excellent dig that time by Sam Haggard, coming in after he served. And impressive stuff from Connor Doherty so far. quickly getting used to the geometry of what it takes to be a right-handed opposite, hitting the ball when it comes from a little bit off the net like that. Letting the ball cross all the way across his body to his right shoulder and hammering that ball cross court. I like what I'm seeing so far from number 9 in black. Excellent pass that time. Coronado tips straight to the floor around the block of Jesus Itsagire. And a nice choice off a quick set by Puna Kaniho. Coronado, after that kill, goes straight to the bench, replaced by number 5 in white, Mason Humes. Outside hitter out of Arizona State, his first action in the VLA. Good jump spin server is Humes. Works on Suarez that time, perfect pass. Itsagire tipped over the top. Was that pancake play made? No, not quite. Kaniho can't quite get his hand all the way underneath that ball. The lead now, a pretty comfortable 5 points here for Phoenix. 14 serving 9 with Taylor Harrington back there. Good serve that time, kind of spinning away towards the sideline. This is Pearson against 2 blockers. Diving Haggard makes the play, but just out of play by the Ascension bench. Looks to me like Andrew Pearson's got some outdoor volleyball experience. He does a really good job seeing the block and using off-speed shots in, around, or through the blockers to exploit these tiny little seams. I like the vision for number 11 in white. Another perfect pass. Doherty into the block of Pearson, kept alive on the cover. This will be a free ball sent over by Olsen. Actually not a free ball, as Olsen at 6'7" reaches high, pretty much standing on the floor. Swings that one off the block of Keaton Berry and out of play. 15-10 now with Doherty serving. Good float serve. An overpass working here. Here's Suarez. Free ball opportunity. Itsagire down the line, but into the antenna before it touched the block of Galliano for Irvine. So a missed opportunity there by Phoenix, and Galliano's first look at the service line coming up here. Front row setter Kaniho for Irvine. Serve rolled by Galliano. Perfect pass by Haggard. Nice swing into the block. Can Galliano keep it alive off the block touch? No, not quite. Now rotation 4 receive here for Irvine. Kaniho with Barry and Pearson as front row options. Itsagire to put in the jump serve. Had an ace last time. Another good one working on Kevin Liu. Galliano high off the hands of Olsen. Suarez keeps it alive barely. Can Doherty send over the free ball? Yes. Where does Irvine go here off the free ball? Bick to Humes, and he is absolutely roofed by Mark Olsen. Olsen and Haggard not fooled at all by the quick Bick attack by Irvine Xtreme. And Olsen aggressively closes the door on that attack. 17-11 now. Service there that time by Itsagire. Really no harm done. Might as well go for it at this point. Good float serve by Pearson. Perfect pass by Suarez again. Haggard high into the hands. Nice self-cover opportunity. Chiappa to Olsen, tipped over the block. Lou's going to have to set this ball. Humes on the left side. Working cross court and just missed it wide. Missed opportunity that time from Irvine off a decent transition look, even though Kaniho had to take the first ball. Olsen bringing the heat with the hybrid. Let's see what he's got. Man, look at that vicious serve. Overpass handled by Haggard. Free ball opportunity here. Harrington out of the middle, dug by Lou. Harrington again, this time missed just a little bit short crossbody into the tape. And Irvine definitely breathing a sigh of relief in that rotation. This is Barry with the float serve. Nice move by Itsagire to keep it alive. Haggard on the left side over the top of the block, stabbed at by Pearson. Another off-speed choice this time. That is kept alive for now. Sent back over by Pearson after the pancake play. Harrington out of the middle. Did he get a touch? Yes, he did. Off the block. Yeah, I think that's a good call. So another kill for number 42 in black, Taylor Harrington. And Ascension just not letting Irvine get within an arm's reach of him right now, maintaining this lead at 6 points pretty comfortably. BJ Hiapo here, number 20 in black, out of BYU. A very good short float server. It's exactly where he goes, working on Mason Humes. Back row to Galliano, keeps that one in play. Harrington again, nice dig by Pearson in the back row. Humes against 2 blockers, and he's rejected by Harrington and Doherty. That is a big block to be swinging against. Both those guys about 6'6". Doherty, of course, a traditional middle blocker. Blocking on the right side must be a breeze for him right now. Total relief to only have to cover half the net. Another short attempt that time by Hiapo, but a little bit too short into the top tape. (14 serving 20). This is Canijo out of Grand Canyon. Back to the back row. Nice. Oh, I thought that ball was going to clear the net. Well watched by Haggard, a little bit short. Ascension for the second set in a row, looking to just sign, seal, and deliver this thing to a 2-0 advantage. Perfect pass. Humes on the right side, high into the hands, barely kept alive by Haggard. Itzagira keeps it in place, sent over by Suarez. Thompson is rejected in the middle. And Gerald Thompson with a little bit of an awkward landing, still down holding his knee. Really hoping that Thompson's okay. We'll take a break here while we tend to the injury situation. After the quick break to deal with the Thompson injury, we hope he's okay. We got to the sidelines mostly under his own power, so that's good news. So now Galliano moves to the middle blocker spot, and DuPont back in at the opposite for-team Irvine Xtreme. Galliano right on cue out of the middle. Dug by Hiapo. Itzagira high into the hands and out of play. And look at Jesus unleash the cannon on the left side. Haggard again, now 23-14. Perfect pass by Lou. Humes on the right side, tipped down the line, picked up by Suarez, but just across the net and can't be run down by Doherty. Crucial side out of rotation, won that time by Irvine. See if Humes can go on a little run here to make this interesting from the jump serve spot. Just out of bounds, well watched by Suarez. And now it'll be up to Taylor Harrington to potentially push this set across the finish line. Might as well go for it. Harrington up by 9, why not? But not really very close that time. Now Galliano and Team Irvine Xtreme with a mountain to climb here in set number 2. Ascension needing just one side out to get up on the board 2-0. Nice serve by Galliano, but a really good pass. Unfortunately, a little bit too tall for the 6'0" BJ Hiapo and tapped to the floor by Andrew Pearson. So nice serve by Galliano that time. Now 24-17. Another good serve by Galliano, but a better pass by Suarez off the net. Olsen is rejected by Barry. What a read by number 10 in white. Olsen, you see that approach path running totally parallel to the net. But Keaton Barry, a veteran of the Arizona volleyball scene, has seen that several times. Not fooled at all, and a really nice move by number 10 in white. So Irvine clawing back, creating some momentum. We'll see what happens once we get to set number 3 with this. Galliano again. And now it is official. The Phoenix Ascension takes set number 2 by a score of 25-18. Pretty convincingly. Ascension's flexed in their depth after the incredible win over Rukkus in the first match of the weekend. They're able to give their big hitters some rest in anticipation of tomorrow's matches. And Irvine Xtreme getting a lot of their pieces, some action, and with the unfortunate injury to Joral Thompson, we'll see if they're limited at all in their offensive combinations for the rest of the match. We'll be right back with set number 3 from State Farm Stadium. Don't go anywhere. I want to take this chance in the break to shout out some of our sponsors and partners. First of all, Smack Sportswear, providing the Ascension and the other VLA Tier 1 squads with some just incredible looking threads. Actually, I think Irvine Xtreme is wearing Smack as well. Big thanks to Bill Sigler and Smack Sportswear for their partnership. Mikasa, also the official volleyball of the VLA. And, of course, the Volleyball Festival, who put on this incredible event every year, giving us some court space in this incredible venue, State Farm Stadium, the normal home of the Arizona Cardinals. Just such a unique and fascinating place to capture volleyball that we're very happy to be a part of this weekend. We wish them the best of luck with their big juniors tournament the rest of this weekend. Set number 3 just about ready to get underway. BJ Hiapo serving for Ascension on the far side of your screen. I'm Rob St. Clair. Thanks again for tuning in on the VLA YouTube channel. And of course, we start off with a service error to great celebration from the Irvine bench. That might be their first lead of the match if I calculate that correctly in my head. This is Kaniho again, who I've really liked his play so far. No block up for Haggard on the right side, but straight into the tape. A transition opportunity here. DuPont off the block and out of play. And a huge missed opportunity. Sam Haggard's going to be kicking himself for that one. No block up on the right side and an opportunity for a highlight reel bomb. But the tape slows him down. Now 2-0 Irvine. Haggard again, this time dug down the line by Lou. DuPont again stays on the floor and is rejected by Harrington. Haggard, the jump server, has been known to do some damage back there. See who he goes after. Clips the tape, and right on cue, an ace serve. As Lou and Coronado were just a little bit confused about whose pass that was supposed to be. Andrew Pearson to the bench in this set, so Mason Humes, Keone Coronado, the two outside hitters for Irvine Xtreme. Perfect pass by Humes. Coronado crushed on the right side cross court, but the dig by Hiapo not quite good enough for Doherty to fish out of the net. That was a brilliant swing by number 3 in white, Keone Coronado, and he goes back to serve. I love the youth and athleticism of this Irvine Xtreme squad. Good short float serve. Misconnection there, free ball sent over, had to be handled though by Canijo. This is DuPont on the right side, rolled and dug by a diving Doherty. That's not a lift called somehow. Where does Hiapo go here on the free ball? Doherty on the right side into the block of Humes. Nice touch. Harrington finally puts away a pretty wacky point with the overpass put away. I think Ascension deserved that point a few rallies ago after that questionable ball handling call by maybe Keaton Barry. I can't remember who it was for Irvine Xtreme. Harrington back to serve here. Good pass by Coronado's hands. DuPont on the right side. Did he get the touch? Yes, he did. Really nice high, hard swing. And like I mentioned in the last match, the hitters, pin hitters at this high of a level are not afraid of the block. They use the fingertips. They hit the ball into the high parts of the block on purpose. In that case, you saw DuPont just uncork on one high into the fingertips. His only intention was to catch a piece and have it deflect out of play for a kill. Ace serve, Keaton Barry. What a lucky break. That thing barely trickles over the tape and falls on the Ascension side. Barry again. Good pass by Haggard that time. Olsen crushed to the floor in between Galliano and DuPont. Doherty, the middle blocker, turned opposite in this match. A good float serve. This is DuPont on the right side. Nice dig down the line by Haggard, but Hiapo can't quite run it down. And a big physical left arm on number 7 in white. Aaron DuPont perhaps taking some notes from Brian Lewis, currently on the Ascension bench. Olsen dug out of the middle by Coronado. Canijo to the outside to Humes. High into the hands. Nice, smart self-cover. This is Humes again against only one blocker. Hiapo pulls away. And Humes, smartly with the good vision, cuts that ball down the line and scores. Interesting little chess match there that happens sometimes at high levels and out-of-system attacking. Hiapo opting to pull his hands away from that block, but Humes taps it down the line. Olsen that time just wrist away outside of the block of Humes and down in front of Kevin Liu. Here's Itsugire with the jump serve. Canijo to Humes on the outside, and that's a really good swing down the line off the hand of BJ Hiapo and out of play. And if there's one matchup that Irvine Xtreme is kind of going to want to exploit in this match, well, I suppose there are two, and they're both slightly shorter blockers, BJ Hiapo and Jesus Itsugire. For Phoenix, kind of setting over the top of those guys might prove to have some success. Good dig that time by Liu. But unfortunately sent over the net before Coronado can get to it for Irvine. Another point for Phoenix as Mark Olsen goes back to serve here. Olsen working on Humes. Pretty good pass. Coronado high into the hands of Harrington. It deflects out of play. Irvine Xtreme up now, 9-6. I like the offense that they're starting to put together. Pin hitters are swinging with a lot more confidence. Mason Humes and Keone Coronado. Neither of them older than 24, but playing big roles here for this Tier 2 squad. Nice pass by Itsugire. And a brilliant dump over on 2 by BJ Hiapo, especially knowing that there's no libero on the floor for Team IX. Maybe Kevin Liu makes that play, but he had to go out for Galliano's serve. Very well located offensive setter choice. Perfect pass by Coronado. Barry into the block, kept alive though on the cover. This is Coronado against 3 blockers out of system, dug by Suarez. Can Itsugire keep it in play? No, not quite. Nice block coverage and transition offense by Irvine Xtreme, really starting to settle into the flow of VLA volleyball here. I like what I'm seeing from this young squad, and tomorrow they're going to be ready to do some damage, having 3 more matches to learn and try to get on the board in the win column. Great block by Barry against Harrington, one-on-one. And now 11-7, their largest lead of the match at 4 points, is going to trigger an Ascension timeout. Look at the momentum that Team IX is able to grab right now. And Ascension may be playing a little bit sleepy. That match that they went to 5 sets with Rukkus just before this might be catching up to him just a little bit. Canio serving again under the timeout for Irvine Xtreme. Rotation 1 receive for Ascension. Oh, that ball just barely misses the deep cross-court corner. Almost a perfect serve over Sam Haggard's head. But a good timeout from Ascension forces the service error. And now Haggard looking to bring his team back into this thing. Easy serve handled by Liu. Coronado, sharp cross court over the block of Itsugire and down, and that is definitely a mismatch that Puna Kaniho, setter for Team IX, has figured out. Coronado again. Doherty on the right side, a diving Liu. Tries his best, but can't keep that ball from deflecting long. Nice fast delivery that time by BJ Hiapo to Connor Doherty. Harrington again, working on Liu. Really good pass short. Humes down the line, dug by Hiapo. Haggard out of the pipe, dug by Coronado. Caneo's got to run to get that ball. DuPont's on the left side. Right side, excuse me. Down the line, a free ball going to be sent over here by Harrington. But mishandled by Barry and absolutely destroyed by Mark Olson. I believe that was a fist just straight to the floor. Pretty wacky play there, but an exclamation point on the end of it by Mark Olson. Ascension back here within 2, 10 serving 12. Oh, the paintbrush by Keaton Barry. The most unstoppable shot in all of volleyball. Oh, just the fingertips. Barry will claim to have done that on purpose, but anybody who's ever played middle before knows that happens accidentally and it scores every time. Barry, after that emphatic kill, goes back to serve. Doherty smoked down the line, wrist away. What a shot. Barry might have a shoulder tattoo that says Mikasa nowadays. Doherty back to serve after that bomb on the right side. Ascension still within 2, 11-13. Good pass by Humes. Beautiful delivery from Kaniho. And the Humes attack rattles through the block and falls. I love the offense that Puna Kaniho is setting right now. Getting the ball out there cleanly, in tempo, and utilizing the right matchups. DuPont, the lefty, with the float serve. Olsen, a pretty good block touch by Galliano, but not quite good enough to stop big number 14 in black from scoring that time. Irvine doing a nice job keeping this 2-point advantage, but Itsugire, a dangerous jump server. He was going to go with the float this time. Perfect pass from Humes. Rejected by Hyapo. Olsen there as well. Excellent move by number 20 in black, reaching towards the line that Humes has had some success with hitting the past few points. Ascension back within 1. Oh, ace serve, Jesus Itsugire. Taking something off of it, just keeping it in play, but that nasty knuckling action gets the better of Mason Humes, and we are tied at 14. Jesus once again. That's a good pass from Humes. Oh, a brilliant tip just over the top of the block of Hyapo. And Doherty can't make the read to get there fast enough. I love that off-speed choice. And now Mason back to the service line. Just out of bounds in the jump spinner that time from Humes. Olsen with a heavy-armed hybrid. You could tell just from the sound of the hand contact that one was going to go long. Irvine back in the lead, but just by 1. This is Galliano. Good jump serve, but a beautiful pass from Suarez. Harrington dug by Galliano. Oh, what a fix from, oh my goodness. That was almost an incredible play from Keone Coronado. Jumping into the ref stand, one-armed, fisted contact, but unfortunately into the antenna before it could be played over. That would have been awesome. Tied up again at 16. Coronado way over the top of the block. Did he get the touch? No. A little bit of a spatch on the hand contact that time, and Ascension takes their first lead of the set at 17-16. I like Coronado swinging away, though. Pass well off the net. This will be Canijo to Coronado again! Oh, my goodness, what a play that is! You've got to be kidding me. Keone Coronado out of nowhere. My goodness, Connor Doherty thought he had a free overpass put away. But an overpass one-handed Kong block. I'm not sure I've ever seen that play before. That was awesome. That time Doherty on the left side puts it away off of Kevin Liu in the back row for Irvine. But, man, that play, that Coronado play is definitely going on the highlight reel. Ascension once again, a 1-point advantage, 18-17. Good pass by Coronado. Nice delivery from Canijo to Barry, but kept alive. This is Itsugire, rejected by Coronado right on the sideline. (18-18). Good competitive set 3 here. Exactly what we were looking for. Who does Coronado go after? Doherty, oh, through the arms of Humes and down, plus a net violation. And I'll tell you guys right now, it is great to see Jorel Thompson walking under his own power, limping a little bit, but walking under his own power back to the IX sideline. That is very good news. Oh, nice set from Canijo back to DuPont, high off the hands of Itsugire, but kept alive by Haggard. Where does Hyapo go here? Doherty again into the block of Barry, and it's a stuff block. Nice late reach by number 10 in white, to the absolute delight of his Irvine teammates. 19-19. That was a big play. Good float serve again. Perfect pass by Itsugire. Doherty, sharp cross court again. He hits this nice, like, flat, nasty ball that, especially when it deflects off the blockers, is almost impossible to dig. Connor Doherty showing up from a non-natural position right now. And a big chance to extend the lead right here, 20-19. Good pass by Coronado. DuPont on the left side through the block of Itsugire and down. Could we be headed for extras here in set number 3? Remember, you got to win by 2. Excellent read by Kevin Liu on the setter dump attempt. This is Coronado out of the back row, crossbody dug by Doherty. Set way inside, dug by DuPont, well off the net. This is Kaniho to Humes. Into the antenna and immediately out of play. And a big opportunity for Irvine to retake the lead. Negated by the hitting error. 21-20 Phoenix. Itsugire working on Coronado. Perfect pass. Another center dump picked up by a diving Doherty. Big chance here for Haggard. Down the line. What a dig by DuPont. Olsen on the free ball. Stabbed at by Kaniho. Humes can have a swing at this. No, right on the net and tapped down once again by the big intimidating fist of Mark Olsen. And now the 2-point lead that Ascension's been looking for, 22-20. With Itsugire serving again. Where does Kaniho go here in this rotation to get some offense? Humes and Galliano as front row hitters, with Coronado and DuPont in the back row. Tough pass from Humes again. Into the block of Olsen and can't be covered. Another rejection. Now 23-20. Ascension really stepping on the gas here, trying to win this match. 3-0. Oh, nice set by Galliano that time. Down the line by Humes. Oh, I thought that ball might have caught a piece of the sideline, but called just out of bounds. So this rotation 4, proving to be Irvine's kryptonite, and now match point, 24-20 for the Phoenix Ascension. Jesus Itsugire with the honors. Humes into the block of Hiapo, kept alive. This will be Haggard for the set, dug by Liu brilliantly. Humes again, rejected by Olsen, reaching to seal the seam, and that is it. A 5-0 run by the Phoenix Ascension at the very end of the match to take a 20-20 set number 3, step on the gas, and win this match 3-0. But a very good and inspired performance by Irvine Xtreme in their first match of real action together, and a lot more coming from them on the weekend. So that's it. That's it for the VLA for the evening. Live from State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. We will be back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Mountain Time, which is 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, from a little bit of a different gym with a different setup, but a lot more great volleyball coming your way tomorrow. Match time should be in the YouTube description there at Mountain Time, 8, 11, 2, and 5. So a bunch of volleyball coming your way. Starting off with a Tier 2 matchup between Team Irvine Xtreme and Rukkus, who you saw earlier. So that'll be a good one, and then rematches of the first 3 matches played as the second 3 matches. So ton of volleyball coming your way. Thank you guys so much for joining us all night long from this incredible venue at State Farm Stadium. I'm Rob St. Clair. We will see you guys tomorrow morning for more VLA volleyball. Here, come in front of the camera. BJ Hiapo, ladies and gentlemen. Nice match, man.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it.
So talk to me about the offense that you ran. You guys had a barn burner of a first match and a back-to-back that really was going to tax your team's depth and like offensive strategy. So tell me what you guys had out there with Connor on the right side and Jesus playing 6 rotations. It was really fun to watch.
It was really fun to watch. I mean, we had a great team with good ball control. I think over the past month or two, our team has been practicing pretty hard, and I think, I think we did condition as much as we could have, and I know you were part of some of those practices too, so you saw us in the condition, and I think that really played off here tonight. So.
Well, a lot more to come tomorrow. So now that you've seen each team once, you're going to play them again tomorrow. What is that going to change about your team's strategy and the way you approach those 2 matches against Rukkus and IX once again?
All right, that's a great question. I think as the first match progressed and as this match progressed, I think we got used to each other a little more, and it took out the trickiness out of it and kind of the mystery of everything. And so I think we're going to have to regroup and kind of I think it was all about ball control, especially that first and the second match. And I think whatever team has the best ball control, serve and serve receive, is going to win tomorrow.
Agreed. Great performance by you guys. A 2-0 start is an absolute dream come true. So a lot more volleyball to come tomorrow. Congratulations. We'll see you then.
Appreciate it. Have a good one.
Thanks, guys. Rob St. Clair signing off for now from State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. This has been an awesome venue. We're so happy to be included in the Volleyball Festival this year, even in limited capacity with all the COVID restrictions. That is okay. We will be back tomorrow. Different gym, but a lot more of the same volleyball, same 3 teams that you've seen tonight. So a lot to look forward to. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, if you're not already subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do so. And if you know any friends who might want to watch some volleyball for the rest of the weekend, please send our stuff their way. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific.